Coach, your reflections on the match today?
Yeah, so we, like I said earlier, we need to get wins to get out of the situation that we're in. But we're playing away to a team, a good team. Point away from home, considering how many goals we've been conceding away from home this season. I think it's 20. We take the point and we go back home and see what we can do.
Obviously, Coach, a point is better than nothing, but it doesn't really help your situation.
No, it doesn't, and we know we need 3 points. But what we don't want to do as well is these guys are direct competitors with us in the relegation zone. So if you go and lose a game against these guys, they get ahead of you. So we needed to find the balance. And like I said, in a season where we haven't managed too many clean sheets away from home, we've got to take this as a positive and then try and sort out the other problem at home, scoring goals.
Coach, what would you say is the main reason you're not getting those wins that you really need, especially at this point of the season?
Well, usually you look at a team and, if you've got problems at the back, you've got problems at the front, you work things out. But this season's been bad for us at both ends. We've conceded way too many goals and we haven't scored enough. We get the entries, we get into the final third, we haven't been clinical enough. So it's a number of things.
Coach, this was your first game in charge, obviously. You've been training the boys for a while now because of the international break. What did you learn out of the game?
Look, out of the game or out of the group?
Out of the group, yes.
So the group, I've been with the group since the beginning of Cape Town City. So I know that's why they chose this time to just stick with someone that's been here, because instead of spending a lot of time finding out what these players are about and what we can get out of them, at least we've got someone that's been working with them for a long time. So I haven't learned too much about the group. I know what I've got. I know what they're capable of. I'd like to see their full potential sometime this season. We're running out of games, I know. But we also, we went to a pre-season with the squad and we came back thinking that we were gonna do well this season. We looked at the squad and we went, this is a squad we can compete with. And now we're sitting where we are. But I do know what their full potential is, and we're just going to have to hang in there and see if we can do it at home.
Coach, may I ask, what has been your assessment of Thulani in the 4 games that he featured? How is he settling in the team?
So Thulani spent time with us. He's got to get up to speed today. I thought he was good. I thought he made a difference when he came on. We know what Thulani can do offensively. We just need to make 100% sure that physically he can keep up. The PSL, it's a fast game, so we need to make sure that physically he can keep up with the game. And he showed us today that he can do something for us coming on. I thought when Thulani came on, I thought he sees passes that the others don't necessarily see. There was 1 or 2 chances to put Caden in behind, and those all came from Thulani. So hopefully he gets more minutes and does the job for us.
A big responsibility for you to turn the fortune around.
It's a big responsibility for everyone, not just for me. None of us want to be in the NFD next season. So a big responsibility for the players to step up, which I thought they had today. Big responsibility for the entire tech team. It's not a one-man show. A big responsibility to everyone that's here. 2 coaches have gone. We're the ones that were here through the whole thing. So now we need to fix it.
Coach, with the quality that you have in the squad, he just mentioned Thulani for one. How frustrating is it that you can't,
I think Thulani wasn't with us, so this is the first game that we. But I agree with you. Like I said before, we came back from pre-season this season and we thought we had a squad that we were going to compete with. So it is frustrating. We analysing where did it go wrong? How do we concede that many and not score what we're supposed to be scoring? And hopefully we survive this and lessons learned. Yeah.
It's having the legendary Roger.
It's been brilliant. Roger's got a lot of experience. He was in Cape Town. He was available. I've got a very good relationship with him. So does the club. So to tap into that experience was a no-brainer. When he agreed to come and help us out, no-brainer. He's been great.